Welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anyone else who feels like watching this reading. And this is for the last week of November 2019. Thank you so much for your continued support, Pisces. Our little channel is growing. It's exciting. Here comes a messenger of water for you. Someone here, there's a message of love coming towards you, or you're contemplating, you're thinking about a message of love that you've already received, that you would like to receive, or that you would like to extend to another. Okay, there's something here in your path that's giving you pause. You're thinking, it's like, okay, and oh, this is way more, Pisces. Oh my gosh, did you see this? Did you see all this water energy? Do you see all this blue here? And she's literally in that 7 of water here, under the water, and all the sea animal is creating an archway, is creating almost like a what do you call, like, it's almost like a globe, like they're creating like the glass of the globe, and she's inside the globe, right? And it's like, this is my new world. Like I'm one of you. I'm a mermaid. I'm whatever it is she's envisioning herself to be. The 7 of water, it's a kind of illusion of daydreaming, right? Of thinking all those, but all those possibilities of those options that we have, and what's possible and what not. Lost in the clouds, but her, she lost underwater. And how Piscean is that? Okay, Neptune energy here, like you lost under the water in the dream like state, feeling so many feelings, deep underwater feelings. Oh, I've not been doing well with this. I may not use this anymore. Pisces, this is your reading. I keep forgetting to switch this. This is like 12th house energy with Pisces. This is the completion, last house of the zodiac. This is the accumulation of all those different stages of life that we've walked on. This is like the becoming that high priestess, okay? The becoming that mystic, having the access to all the knowledge of the universe, not just that knowledge acquired in a book, through research, through wisdom and experience, but knowledge, psychic knowledge, secret knowledge of the universe, of the divine, the mysteries, okay? That one have, that you don't know exactly how you know, you just know that you know. You know what you know, and that's that. And nobody can know like you know, because that is part of the mysteries. That's part of your mystery. And during this time, Pisces, you are lost in that world. If you're a Pisces, or you have a Pisces in your life, you're watching for a Pisces in your life, just know that that Pisces is almost like, for this, during this time, it's almost then they're giving up completely on the physical form, the 3D experience that this realm, earthly life requires. It's almost like they cannot, they've escaped from that completely. They have gone to another world. You Pisces, or the Pisces that are relating, that are connecting, that this message is applied to, can be applied to their lives, resonate with their story. During this time, you are giving up in making it seems like you are one of these humans in physical form, walking this earth, which is all we do, work, eat, and then carrying responsibilities and chores. You're like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm gonna be in my element, which is to go deep under the water and creating my own world with my sea friends, my sea animals, sitting in a beautiful flower, and I can imagine whatever I want to be. That's what it is right now, in this moment. In the next moment I may not, but deep down you know who you are, you know the mysteries, you know where you're going, you understand things from a depth that no one can understand, okay? From a depth that goes deep below the surface of this earth, deepest part of the ocean. the same as below, so is above, and the same depth that gives you access to the mysteries as high as eyes, as high as high as high as high as high as one can go, above that crown chakra that extends, that attach you, that connects you to the ethers, that connects you to the universal truth, to the universal knowledge, the universal energy that connects us all. You are so attuned. Your psychic power are so strong during this time, Pisces. If this is just on the Monday, this is just about a woman's romantic situation, about emotional, something emotional here. You are in your mind. You're lost in your mind, thinking, contemplating about an offer that you want to make or that was made to you, about a possibility of an offer. And for some of you, that offer has already been made, and you're looking at it and it seems so small, but yet you cannot help but to be mesmerized by it. You cannot help but to you understand its value. You understand how rare it is. It's almost like that offer was made just for you, but you also understand other people may not be able to see it. You are really thinking everything through in regards to that offer, and you're completely lost in your mind about it. You're lost in your mind, in your feelings about it. You're all in your feelings about it, about all those different possibilities you can create about it. And for some of you, maybe looking at this offer and you're like, why? Why is it the seahorse that showed up? Why couldn't it be the shellfish? Why couldn't it be the pinkfish? Why couldn't it be this? Why couldn't it be the jellyfish? Why couldn't it be that? You're looking at all the different other potential possibility that could it have been. Why this one? But you know, the high priestess is not just secret knowledge. Sometimes it's also secret. It's also someone who's guarding a secret. And I feel like for some of you, Pisces, there's a secret that you've been guarding. You feel like that is almost like your duty in this life to keep that secret. And that secret is all consuming. Seven is the number of mysteries. The seventh house is ruled by Libra, which is ruled by Venus, which is about abundance. And Libra is about fairness, finding justice in a situation. For some of you, you definitely feel like it's almost not fair, the offer that was made to you. You're thinking about it. There's a sense of like, why is it this and not that? And it's almost like there's a choice that needs to be made. But deep inside, you've already made the choice. You've already decided. It's a choice that's not going to be made with your intellect. It's a choice that doesn't really require much thinking, because the choice has already been made deep within your soul. It's already been made using your higher mind. Your third eye activated. You can see things the way nobody else can. You understand things the way nobody else can. Because you can see beyond what your two eyes reflect back at you. By the way, this card, this High Priestess card, most of the time, it's out of view on this table right here. Because there's something about, and I think I mentioned that to you guys before. This is my first deck I've ever purchased was one of those Doreen Virtue Daily Guidance Angels cards. And I didn't even know that was reading the cards and the tarot. And my second deck of cards I ever purchased is this deck here, which was an actual tarot, which is a child tarot deck. And the light is shifting. It's raining outside. The birds are flying. The leaves are flying. The sun is going up and down. And I'm trying to shift the cards so you guys can see them properly. Literally, I cannot get the light right today because of the way the light outside, and I love to do the reading facing this window, but it's really presenting a challenge as far as like controlling the lighting. But Pisces, there is so much here. But oh my goodness, look at this, the two of water. This whole time I'm talking, I don't see it. Perhaps some of you have seen it, but I wasn't looking at this. I'm looking at your cards on the table. It's a two of water. Look at the way the fishes are going though. It's an offer of a union. It's a deep connection, right? It's harmony with the two of cups of water, but the fish are going in opposite directions. Okay? In a regular two of cups, we'll see two people facing each other, extending a cup of love to one another. But here we have two fish, one going left, one going right. Two sheep crossing path. If it's a love situation, you're connecting with someone wants to connect to you, there's a real connection here, there is love here. It's as if both of you have come to an understanding, or at least you at the very least have come to a deep understanding that this love can be honored in different ways, that there's a need here for the two of you to go your own way, yet attached. Spiritually, you understand you'll always be attached. Spiritually, you know, or perhaps this is a soulmate for you. You know it, you understand it. But you know here, it cannot be, this connection cannot be realized, cannot come to form in this material world. You could never be like, have a like regular relationship, like people who go out to dinner, out to the movies, go on dates, who everybody knows this is like, you know, my boyfriend, my fiance, my lover, partner, who live in a home together, like sleep in the same bed, who have a family, have kids together. It just won't be. This is number 30. This card here talks about tradition. Okay, this is the lilies. It talks about like long-held beliefs and tradition, keeping things going forward. We have 3 white, 3 pink. What you see here is the king of spades. It will be the king of the same as the king of air. It's someone who is high in their intellect, who's very smart, who's sharp, who's in charge. And in this case, will be in charge of your emotions. In this case, it will be someone who understands their place in the order of the community, if you will, of their family, or what is it they're supposed to do, what's expected of them in regards to traditionally what they should be doing. But they're gonna follow their own path. They're gonna use their feelings here in order to charter their own course. Let's take one more on that messenger of water for you, Pisces. It's just water energy here, just water. It's lost in your feelings and your emotions during this time. Some of you may be crying a lot. Some of you, secrets, things that has happened in the past may be resurfacing. You may be thinking about things that have passed. We have number 30, we have number 40. Look at the different decades here. Perhaps for some of you, Pisces, it's an offer that was made for you to you. It's an offer that goes back from perhaps a whole decade ago. Perhaps a decade ago, you're approaching it from an intellectual point of view. A decade ago, if that offer came through, you would have done the traditional thing. Perhaps if that offer came through, or like, you know, if you were, let's say some of you may be looking like, if I was 30 years old, perhaps I would have settled down. Perhaps I would have settled for this. I would have accepted this, knowing that this is not gonna bring me my castle, allow me to create my castle of dreams underwater that I want to reside in. But now you are in your 40s, or it's a whole decade later. This has 3 pink lilies and 3 white. This has 2. There's a star on each cheek, 3 green. Green denotes heart chakra, and 3 gold, solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus is the very soul, what we want, who we are. Talk about who we are. And the green chakra about our heart chakra, emotionally, in love, women's, what inspires us, that brings our love energy, right? And we have a face that's split into 2. Talking about soulmate here. By the way, this card is not usual in the, this is the expanded version of the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and the it's usually surpassed number 36, and they added another 8 cards to this, and number 40 here is the mask. So that's in addition to the regular Lenormand. And we see here, there's, if you look straight forward, there's a face, and that same face, if you look from the side, creates 2 faces. So it's almost like one soul, 2 souls occupying that same face, right? It's like it's like mirror, mirror. It's not even mirror, mirror, look who's who. It's almost like I am you, you are me. When I look at myself, it's you. I don't even have to look in the mirror to see you. I am you. Do you understand? The mirror will reflect me, which is also you. It's not looking in the mirror that I see you. I don't need the mirror to see you. We have the sun and we have the moon. Feminine, masculine energy coming together. The mask. Which would it be? And we have 2 pillars that are opening, that are creating that opening for the tongue to come down to in the what you speak of, okay? Between your truth, the truth, light and dark, the truth and lies. Which face are you gonna show? Which mask are you gonna wear? And look right here, it's not the third eye chakra that's activated here. It's a crown chakra, talking about like you in alignment, you're attuned, that as above so below, as like, you know, as deep as you are right now under the water, you are activated, you are in alignment to above, to your crown chakra, to the mysteries of the world, to the divine. You also can access that higher knowledge, higher energy. Your crown chakra has been activated. If you've been asked to wear a mask, to be this man, this woman of the world that goes to work, that do this, that do that, that is in that relationship, that accepts this offer because that's what you're supposed to do, and what now? And you know deep within your heart, this is not me. I don't have to follow suit, the tradition, to do things the traditional way to occupy that space. Because that space I already occupy, it's me, I'm it. That love, I embody that love. I can access that love. Because above all, I have the love of God in me. I am the feminine and the masculine. I can walk both paths within myself. That offer is nice. Offer coming from the outside is nice. But I know a deeper truth. And that connection is not a connection that needs to be consummated here in the regular realm to make it real, because it already is. And for some of you, it always has been. You don't feel like you need to wear a mask to show like you're traditional, to do things a traditional way. You feel like accepting this offer, that's what you have to do for some of you. The flowers. Number 9. That's an invitation. That's beauty. That's happiness. That's recovery. Somebody wants to make a gesture towards you, a small gesture towards you. Or anybody who wants to show you love, who wants to show their care. That's what the flowers usually show. It's to allow you to be. To allow you to swim in the depth of your subconscious, which is where you're most comfortable, Pisces. To allow you to create your own dream world. Deep in the deepest part of the ocean. It's allow you to keep dreaming. I feel like this message may be a little bit very scripted, and perhaps even too I don't know what's the word, but it's a very spiritual message that's coming for you, Pisces. And yes, it can be applied to the daily, to the mundane for some of you. Number 11. the broom, 9, 11. That's how important it is. It's an emergency. That's the first thing that comes to me. That state of dreamlike, because I don't even feel so much it's confusion for some of you. I don't feel that at all. That space of being lost in total innocence and, you know, creating your own magical world. I feel like for some of you, you feel like it's like it's as important as the air you breathe. And with the broom here, there's a sense of almost consequences. There's a sense of almost like there are people in your life that may feel like you need to be whipped into shape. You need to clean up your act. There are people that may be doing small gestures, bringing you flowers, showing you interest, giving you invitation in order to get you to come out of this reverie. To take another look at that offer that's being made, of the other possibilities that are present. And I feel like you're going to look at them and just and close yourself off completely. With the High Priestess, you're going to leave you're going to be your own High Priestess. You're going to close yourself off. You're not going to share information. You're not going to let people know where you are. You're not going, you know, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. You're going to keep your poker face while you are just traveling between the realms. Hi, Pisces. Where are you taking me? Clarification on the High Priestess. It's really not needed at this point, but here we go. Clarification on the High Priestess for our Pisces friends. I spend a lot of time staring at this card right here. I tell you, a lot of times when I'm doing readings, she's right there. From the moment I get this card, she connects with me in a way I cannot explain to you. I look at her and I go somewhere else completely. Just looking at this card. And once I had a vision with her, or me, and that was when a real part. Look at this, number 25. That's your engagement, okay? That's your engagement. That's the only thing you are accepting. This bridge is at the bottom of the deck, number 38, which is 11. This is your bridge between the worlds. You see how many? There's a couple of bridge here. Some are below, some are higher, some are like between the lower world and the upper world. You're bridging the gap here. You can navigate between the different worlds. And your engagement, for some of you, you know you're the High Priestess. You know you have high psychic power, high psychic abilities, and that's the only engagement you're accepting. I started by saying for some of you, you're accepting this. Some of you, you're accepting that being underwater, as that's it. That's your calling. That's my place. That's where I need to be. Living in this 3D world is not for me. And I feel like for some of you, you have accepting this. You are marrying. That's the only marriage. That's the only ring you'll accept to be the High Priestess. It's almost some of you already have been married in a spirit. You have a spiritual marriage going on with certain energies, entities. And yes, for some of you, in regards to the daily, the mundane, this is completely, it's all water. There's a love offer on the table. There's a spiritual union here that is possible, and it's about keeping tradition going. And you may have to change face. You may have to access, to call into your higher self, to wear the mask, to be that person, that woman, that man that you are needed to be, to keep the tradition going, to accept that offer, to accept that ring, to be married, to have a regular normal life, if you will, to step out of your dream state to clean your act, to accept the offer, to accept the invitation, to accept, you know, whatever it is that's being presented to you here. Whether or not you keep your secret world, your fantasies, your dreamlike state secrets, but it's to say also, people may never get to know you. You're gonna keep that aspect of your life secret in order to wear that mask, to accept that, for you to accept that ring. And yes, for some of you, it is that there is an offer on the table that there's been a lot of confusion about. Some of you have been dreaming about it. You've been wanting it. And there's an offer coming towards you. And that you feel like it's almost like you have been almost like beaten, battered before that offer get to place. You've gone through a lot before you get to that offer, to a lot of different options. You entertain a lot of different possibilities before you got that invitation. And it's almost like you had to go through certain realms. You had to manipulate energy. You had to use your abilities, if you will, in order to get that engagement, in order to get that highest level of commitment that you wanted. Love yourself first is the card that came for you, and you have playfulness underneath the bottom of the deck. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to of fun to shine. Okay. And love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Your self-respect, you knowing who you are at the core, your soul purpose. For you, those of you, this is a romantic situation. If someone has been creating confusion, or you've been confused about what exactly is this, there's been a lot of secrets, just know, hold yourself together. Don't give too much in too fast, okay? For those of you, this is on the Monday. Allow situation. Allow that person to meet you halfway on that bridge. Allow that person to come towards you. Give that person a chance to clean up their act. There's a need here for two people to come to meet halfway for this to work. And you have to show a certain level of restraint for that person to do the work, to show that, you know, they are serious. To not keep on, you know, being an option for somebody. To demand, to require, if not demand, to let that person know, I want commitment, full commitment, and that's that. Okay? Oh, of course, the Draw came out for you, Pisces. The Heart of the Sky at the bottom of the deck, number 26. I mean, number 24. The Heart of the Sky. And I'm gonna read both of them, and I like to read those from the book because this book is just so good. This is the Mystical Shaman's Oracle deck, and I'm gonna read number 24 for you before I go to number 28. Okay, and here we go. That's at the bottom of the deck. The Heart of the Sky, and it says here, the Heart of Sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, all guided by the Heart of Sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly, and allow the universe to take care of the details. You're a channel for the original energy of creation. You're a channel for the original energy of creation. And that is why you can occupy all the realms all at once. Your physical being, having a physical experience here in a physical body, but you understand first, before you were that physical, you had that physical being experience, you're a spiritual being, and you can occupy the depth of the water. You just as is, as it is in the depth of the ocean, in the underwater, as you are, the heart of sky, high above. As you are, you can occupy whatever phase that they want you to in this realm. As you know all the secrets of the universe, you have access to that Akashic record. You know, you see. And nobody knows how much you know because you keep it close to chest here. This is just so beautiful. There's so much here, Pisces. So much here. There's so much here. But this is your card. Jaguar. Jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She is delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Thus, all caution to the wind. Know that your Jaguar instincts will serve you well. An invitation from your future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. And I feel for a lot of you, Pisces, you have not been that reluctant really to explore it. You've just been living life. But you know, this is so beautiful. That is your message today. For those of you this message resonate with, I know that you will understand it from a deeper aspect of yourselves than the mental plane. And if it doesn't, and this sounds like, this long message sounds like, what is she talking about? This is definitely not for you. And thank you so much. I mean, I cannot say thank you enough for the opportunity to connect with you guys, to do this. I've been calling this journey quite, I'm still in awe of it unexpectedly. And here I am. We're doing this together. We are growing together. We are exploring together. We're connecting to a part of ourselves that have remained dormant, that have been calling for us for so long, that has always been there, which is that spiritual aspect of our lives, because we are all spiritual beings here. We have access to all this information, to all the wealth of feelings and emotions and deeper knowing, okay? And here we are experiencing all of this together, and I'm so happy to be in this journey with you. And I don't want to make this any longer. And for you, Pisces, I feel like, because you have so much water energy here, you're so like, I mean, you're not even here in this plane with us right now. I'm going to ask for some of you, especially for those of you this connects with, to do some grounding exercise, okay? Yes, we are spiritual being, but yes, we are still also having a physical experience here. It's important to remain grounded, to be aware that we are still human beings here on this earth. We still have to do certain functions that are required by being in this realm. Like, we have to eat, right? We have to take care of our body. We have to do some hygiene things, like, you know, take daily showers a couple times a day, right? To brush our teeth, to take care of our body, to drink enough water, to get some sunlight, to meditate, to go outside, to connect with those that are close to you. So I'm going to ask you, as you delve in deep into the deepest part of your being, into the highest part of your consciousness, to also remain aware that you're still here, you're still a physical body, and that experience is not one dimensional, okay? And for you to honor all those different aspects, and to keep pushing as you explore the mysteries, those darker, deepest shadows that you have been, some of you are reluctant to go to, as you allow that Jaguar energy to manifest to your life, but to also honor the human experience as well. And I'm sending you so much love during this time. Come back next week for the next set of reading. And happy Thanksgiving for those of you celebrating. And I'll see you soon. Remember, love is the only answer. Bye.